Good day, everyone. There are 31 more days to go before the start of the second season of the Festival of Storytellers. That will be this coming November 8 to 21. It's a 14-day fun-filled event that will show us exactly how everyone has a story to tell. We are live via the Reader's Magnet YouTube and Facebook page. On set with us today is one of our featured authors for this coming festival of storytellers. Let us all welcome Trinidad Rodriguez with her book, Trini, My Life of Poems. Hi, Trini. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. I'm great. I'm great.
Great, great. Can you tell us about yourself and your book, Trini, My Life of Poems?
Okay, my name's Trinidad Rodriguez, and I'm a mental health therapist. And
Mhm.
the poems were written way back between 20 and 30 years. And I would, I had three kids that I was raising, and things happen, and life happens, and then you fix it or not, you come up with a solution or not. But at the end of the day, when my kids are asleep, then I go over what we encountered and what how we solved it. And so then a poem would come up, almost like finished. I mean, I would just tweak a word here and there, and it would be there, just describing what we went through with the kids. And and so then I'd put it in my little box in my closet. So it was 20 to 30 years raising my kids, and a whole box full of poems that would be thrown out at some point. So I ended up meeting a friend of mine, Jim Baker, and I was trying to show how smart I was, and took out my box. And he took the box, he was going to read through them. He ended up going through the whole thing, organizing them, and that's how Trini, My Life of Poems, came to be.
Wow, so this is based on a true story, your story.
My story. Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So, can you show us your book? At least readers know what it looks like.
Well, I'm
Potential
going to show
buyers.
you. My my book, Trini, My Life of Poems, is actually bright orange with a butterfly in the reflection of it. I just gave away my last copy that I had at the office yesterday. And so this is the second one. What happened is that I have so many clients that only speak Spanish.
Mhm.
So I went ahead and translated Trini, My Life of Poems, into Trini, Mi Vida de Poemas. And that's how I
Mm,
ended up with those books.
I see. Would you want to greet your Hispanic audience?
Espero que les guste mi libro, porque estoy hablando de más bien de la vida y cómo encontrar soluciones para la vida, y especialmente cuando está uno teniendo niños y está sola, soltera, es como una madre soltera, y cómo se siente uno con tanta responsabilidad y nadie con quien compartir.
I see. I hope you wouldn't mind translating it for us, for those who do not understand Spanish.
Oh, okay. The book has a lot of um, life encounters with kids as we go through life. And again, when you're single, you don't have anybody to really talk about it and find a solution. So at the end of the day, then you're hoping that you did the best you could, which is what it is. It's scary out there, and we need to, solve the problems, save the kids, hoping that's the best you can do for them. And that's what it basically it was.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you on that. Uh, was there someone or something that inspired you to write this book?
No, the points came to be on prices by happenings, events, life events. And then I think that I was headed to be a mental health therapist, and
Mm,
that was my way of coping. Like if I went
mm,
through the whole thing, at the end of the day, the kids are asleep, they're okay. And then I would go through it, and here comes this point. I mean, I was surprised the poem would come out, and it actually described what had been happening that day. And so then I throw it in the box. I've talked about the
Mm,
box. And so again, 20, 30 years of it, it's it shows the coping skills that I had, through a crying day or a scary day. And that's the way it came to be. Then my friend Jim Baker took over and put it all together. So
mm. I see. I see. So it's like a diary, but in the
yeah,
form of a poem.
exactly. Yeah,
Mm,
you're
I
right. I
see.
had not used the word diary. Um, as
That's
in
the
the
way I
as,
see it.
as a therapist, then it could be also like a journal. That
Yeah, true. A
the,
journal or a diary.
the
Yep, yep.
notebook is all in pieces. Yeah.
So, to readers who are planning to buy poetry books, can you tell them what makes your book unique or special compared to other poetry books?
I think that's special in that it's everyday events, problems that come up, joys that come up, um, just the funny things that the kids do. Or I have one that says, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I just cried again.
Mm,
My kid wasn't home on time. I'm worried about him. And so, again, it's universal themes of relationships with kids, children, um, love relationships. Those are also out there. Disappointments in there, happy events, and then with family. It also shows a support system with having family around,
mm.
which is what I give credit to raising my kids.
I see. I see. That was a really good message. And I've heard that you have a big following in social media. And you actually wrote a letter to your potential readers for them. I hope you wouldn't mind reading the letter for us.
Okay. Treating My Life of Poems is a journal of my years raising my three children on my own. We all have experienced similar events, challenges, and crises. The human condition, universal concerns, and goals for our children in our society. You will find yourself with similar emotions, frustrations, and hope for the future as you read the book. We're all in this together. I believe Treating My Life of Poems expresses more down to earth experiences where people can identify with it and say, oh, this too shall pass. And I talk out some of my poems, like each time I cried when there was a crisis, or what about the loved one, about memories, tear out my heart and whitewash my mind. How does one tear out memories of a whole lifetime? So those things are in there. Or, the male female relationship. Upon your head, I placed a crown. Unto your hand, I gave you power to crush my heart and dash my hope. So again, it's a book about experiences that we all share, and how just journaling, um, processing at the end of the day makes you one day wiser, and being able to share with others. We're always talking to family about things that happened yesterday, or friends. And so again, it's things that they keep in there that they can gain from, because we gain that experience also. So it's
What a great message. What a great message. Once again, Trinidad Rodriguez with her book Trini, My Life of Poems, available on both Amazon and Barnes& and Noble. Can you show us the book one more time for our readers?
oh, this is a Spanish one. Sorry,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Spanish one. The
A-
Spanish one.
a- And the English version is the one with the butterfly.
The English version is the sky in the back, and then the
Mm-hmm.
big monarch butterfly, and it also has the reflection on it.
Mm-hmm.
It also has a reflection, which goes back to the main theme of the story and the book. Reflecting back on things makes you wiser the next day.
True, exactly. And you have a great cover design. Can you, by the way, can you tell our viewers how they could reach you, your number and your email?
Oh, I have actually I have a website,
Oh, you have a website. Can you tell our
uh-huh,
audience what it is?
triniar.com. And in there you can view some of the poems in there. Um, the cover to my first book is a big monarch butterfly because the main poem is My Beautiful Butterfly. And it's
Mm,
about a Vietnam War veteran and how, they come back PTSD, and I'm in the business. But again, that's the main poem that comes across and matches the cover to it. And then, of course, Trini. Oh, Trini, the translation of it is me, very Hispanic, and my private practice at home, I mostly work with Hispanic population families. And then I have another book coming up. I'm ready to finish a book.
mm.
I still, I'm hoping to have a reflection, like cover the same theme on the covers. It's about God and how we're all part of a network. So I ran into my friend at the store. Well, it was meant to be because at that point in time, we exchanged information, something I needed for tomorrow or the next day
Mhm.
or in 5 years. And so God has a connection for all of us, and it's His timing where we get help from each other, support each other, and this too shall pass.
Absolutely. So thank you again. So the website is triniar.com. Is that correct?
Yes. And my
Thank you.
email address is trini at grandecom.net.
Thank you. Can you repeat it for the audience one more time? Just one more time.
Trini at grande, grande, com.net.
Thanks a lot, Trini. Again, we are very excited to have you on the Festival of Storytellers this
Oh,
coming November 8 to 21. And again, we are inviting everyone to please join the event. Just go to www.thefestivalofstorytellers.com. Again, that's www.thefestivalofstorytellers.com. Thank you so much, Trini. It was so nice to meet you.
thank you.
And not a problem. It was a pleasure talking to you. With Reader's Magnet, we share your story with the world. Good day, everyone.